Hey everyone, welcome to the High Priestess Demari channel and to your February 2024 zodiac-specific readings. I hope you're all doing well. So as I mentioned in parts 1 and 2, because of the storms we've had back-to-back, I mean, it's insane. We've had like 10, 11 storms back-to-back in the UK. It's unheard of. The Wi-Fi has been a mess, okay? I'll be honest with you. So it has been difficult at times uploading the readings, never mind live streaming. That's pretty much out the window at the moment for me, at least. We just been having too many issues with our internet provider. So I decided to record them instead. Okay, so these will be pre-recorded messages instead of live readings. But, you know, I'm sure I'll still be able to pop up in the live chat so you can come say hi, okay? And yeah, so I wanted to make sure you still got these February messages. So those who do enjoy them and find them useful will still have access to them. So without further ado, we're just going to get into the final part. So this will be for the zodiac signs, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn, okay? So we'll start off then with Libra. This will be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node if you prefer. So for Libra placements, what is it that they need to know for February 2024 for Libra, please? Okay, so friends and colleagues kind of wanted to come out like that, so that's interesting. More so in reverse. Fear in reverse. Stuck energy in reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, your higher self in reverse. Or reversals, wow. Okay, Libra. So you may have actually discovered that certain people in your friendship group or people that you work with, people that you may have got along with at work. So these could have even been like work colleagues that became friends or just certain members of your friendship group you don't actually get along with anymore. You don't see eye to eye with, or you're realizing that these people were very superficial, fake, right? They may have been very two-faced to you, like smiling in front of your face and then stabbing you in the back. They may have been like meeting up and not inviting you to places, or they've been having private conversations about you without your knowledge, or you know, I definitely been getting like this. I'm definitely getting this energy of like, you know, meeting up and gathering and doing things and purposefully leaving you out, okay, which is not nice. That is a form of bullying, okay? So if you are experiencing something like that, that's not pleasant, okay? I'm sorry that you're experiencing that. I can understand why that would affect you. So you may have just got sick of it, okay? You may have reached a point saying, you know what? I don't care if I have to like cut ties with these people, even if that means I don't have any friends for a while. I'd rather be alone and not have to deal with this nonsense, okay? Which is rightly so. I mean, it's better to enjoy your own company than be around the wrong company, okay? And I think that's kind of the motto you're taking on right now, because you're realizing that these people are not what they portrayed themselves to be, okay? It's very like fake, false, you know, like, yeah, I mean, they may even do this to each other. They may even stab each other in the back, but you've definitely been experiencing that and you feel like they're trying to purposefully like ostracize you in some shape or form. But I don't feel like you care about that anymore. You're no longer concerned about not being left out, or, you know, because this could have been triggering some kind of abandonment issues, or it could have triggered up some wounds pertaining to bullying from your past or something like that. But you're like, you know what? I don't care anymore. You know, I literally don't care. I'm not going to try and fit in where I don't belong. I'm just going to keep it moving. So, yeah. So if this is definitely like, you know, like a cliquey group at work, I feel like you're just ignoring them and getting on with your work. If this is like a, you know, a friendship group, then I feel like you're just not even participating in the group chats anymore. You know, you're not even asking about upcoming events or what people are up to. You're just ignoring them, basically. All right. This is what I'm getting. And you actually feel better for it, because now you don't feel like this like heaviness on your heart, right? You don't feel like you're having to compromise who you are to fit in with this group. Yeah, because I think for a time, maybe you were starting to do that. You were starting to compromise who you are, or not being your authentic self, because you feel like they would treat you differently if you were to you know, be your authentic self. So you're not doing that anymore. You're not pandering to these people, which is the smart play. So you may have been in a people-pleasing energy for a time, but not anymore. Right now, you're just showing up as yourself, or you're starting to again. And you're like, you know, if that makes me different, if I'm ostracized for that, then so be it. But at least I'm being true to myself, and I don't need to be around these fake people anyway, which is right, you know. Why do you want to be around fake people for, you know? So I don't blame you. I know it can be tricky if you have to work with these people, but, you know, you can keep it professional and that's it, you know. So tell me more about this energy for Libra, for those who resonate with this. Yeah, we have Temperance here, Sagittarius energy. So I feel like it is triggering some form of healing, okay? And again, this could be something that's like highlighting an old wound where you may have experienced this growing up, like in school, or, you know, when you were a teenager, a kid, where you felt like you were being treated differently or ostracized or even bullied, right? But the way you're handling this now is helping to heal that wound from your past, okay? Yeah. Wow. 10 of Swords. The Devil. Oh my gosh. Who were you friends with, or who were you working with? Capricorn energy. You are definitely healing from a situation here. Wow, these people really weren't for you. They stabbed you in the back real bad. 10 of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the 3 of Swords. Wow. So this definitely could be like some of the people you work with could be part of the same friendship group that you have, okay? So that could be difficult because you're feeling like you're losing some of your other friends as well, because they may be siding with these people or were a part of this, whatever it was that, you know, was a form of like serious betrayal here. Now these people really went out of their way to like make you feel like shit, it looks like. Like they really bullied you, you know? They wanted to make your life a misery. And it's like, but at the same time, they didn't want you to feel like you could leave them behind. So there's a very disgusting, like, gaslighting energy here, where these people would literally stab you in the back and treat you like absolute garbage. But then when you try to distance yourself from them, they'll be like, where are you going? Why are you being like this? We're your friends. We're only joking. We're only having fun. Or, oh, we only didn't invite you because of this or this, you know? So they're trying to turn it around on you and gaslight you for it. Like, that's disgusting. So these people are actually very malicious. They're not only superficial and fake, but these are not good people, okay? Let's put it that way. They're really not, hence devil energy being here. Very, very toxic. And the problem is as well, these people, because I'm getting like that snooty arrogance. So these could be people that are from money, right? And you may not be. You may not have the kind of wealth that these people are accustomed to, right? And they may have tried to use that against you. And it's like, well, if that was such an issue before, why did you even make friends with me in the first place? Or why did you try to include me in the first place? Is it just to be your punchbag, just to have someone to make a mockery of, you know? And if it's not that, then it could be that, you know, because they come from affluence, you know, wealthy families and stuff like that, trust fund kids, that sort of energy, you know, they may think that they can just do anything and get away with it, right? There's no repercussions, you know, even if that means bully someone else, harm someone else, hurt them, right? Treat them like garbage. Yeah. Because they're used to getting away with stuff like this, you know. I don't feel like you're this group's first target, put it that way. But it was very upsetting. It was very disappointing for you because you didn't expect them to treat you this badly, but they did. So this was very, very malicious. Yeah, very, very malicious, very disappointing. Hurtful, very, very hurtful. And that's why you're like, I'm glad I'm not dealing with this anymore, because I think it could even be that the bullying escalated because you decided not to put up with it anymore. Right? So they could have been like nasty to you before, and it reached a point you're like, you're not my friends. You guys are fake. All you care about is money. All you care about is status. I don't want anything to do with you. So when you started like, you know, actually being your authentic self and staying away from these people, that's when like the bullying could have really ramped up, and they actually like, you know, went out of their way to try and make you feel like crap, you know, but then try and guilt trip you about it. Like, well, you did this to us. You started avoiding us. You started doing this, you know, trying to twist it on you. Yeah, that's not okay. So I'm sorry. This is obviously for someone. I don't know who this is, but I'm sorry you went through that. Because yeah, like that's ridiculous. But you're definitely healing here, okay? I feel like this is something you've already experienced. This is not something that's coming up, but you're healing from this experience because it has been very heartbreaking for you. But what you need to know is that these people that turned on you, that were supposed to be your friends, they were not really friends, more like frenemies. Yeah, they're under judgment for this, okay? Yeah, this was past events, right? Past events that's now catching up to them with the Hanged Man. Yeah, so these people are now going to experience it on some level themselves. These people are going to be checked and humbled real fast in some shape or form. Okay? Yeah, they definitely are for doing that to you. So, yeah, I definitely feel like this triggered some kind of old wounds, right? Where you are in the process of healing. So I feel like this month is going to be very healing for you. And you're going to have an opportunity to see these people humbled, right? In some shape or form. Okay? Yeah, so I don't feel like they're going to get away with continuously being bullies to people or treating people like they're disposable, like they're something to toy with and humiliate and bully and belittle just because these people come from like elite families or wealth or something like that. No more will you be these people's punch bag. Yeah, they will be held accountable in some shape or form because they're under judgment. So I'm glad to see there's going to be some kind of justice in the situation. Yeah, but you definitely saw these people for what they really are. And I think now you're going to be way more discerning with who you call friends, right? Or who you allow into your inner circle. Because these people are really like, they did a number on your confidence. They did a number on your self-esteem. Yeah, it's not okay. Success, exactly, yeah. Yes, and communicate clearly. Yes, exactly. So the divine is saying definitely stand your ground with these people, right? Don't let them belittle you or try and make you feel like you can't take a stand against what they're saying or doing, okay? Speak up for yourself, okay? Speak your truth. If it's reached the point where you have to get like, you know, if it has to like be escalated, like say if this is like workplace bullying, then do that, okay? Definitely do that if this is like some kind of workplace bullying, or if this is like, you know, a situation outside of work that's gotten out of control where the authorities can step in, then you may need to make them aware of how far they've taken this, because it looks pretty bad. With the Ten of Swords, that's pretty bad, right? But I feel like if you do make it known, right, and you take a clear stance, you are going to end up the one on top out of this situation, right? You are going to have success in this situation. It will work out in your favor. Everything that was done will be balanced out karmically, right? The universe is already on it. The divine is already on it. So they want you to just be very clear about what it is you experienced, what these people did to hurt you, to harm you, right? To stab you in the back, especially if it's something that would involve some kind of criminal charges here. Then you need to make a very clear statement to the authorities or make a very clear report to HR if this is at work, what these people did. Yeah. And if you do that, you will get the support, okay? Absolutely. So they won't get away with it, okay? Wow. So I'm sorry you went through that, Libra, but know that the divine is on your side. They're with you. And you absolutely should bring this to the attention of whoever you need to so it can actually be dealt with, okay? Because like I said, these people took it to a whole nother level. So I'm really sorry for whoever resonates with that, okay? Whew. I need a drink. Hang on a sec. It's thirsty work. I've just been doing these zodiac readings back to back to back, so yeah. Sorry if you're getting some unintentional ASMR there. Okay. This is not one of my ASMR videos. Okay. Although there will be zodiac ASMR over on my other channel, Demari's Dreams, so do subscribe over there if you're curious to see some of that, to check those videos out. But anyway, moving on. So that was Libra. Now we're going to go over to Scorpio. So this will be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and North Node if you prefer, okay? So, Scorpios, what is going on with you guys? What is it that Scorpio needs to know for the month of February 2024? What's the main themes, energies for Scorpio in the month of February 2024? My gosh. Okay, so we have commitment in reverse. Personal assistance. Ooh. Personal assistance, professional assistance, okay? Personal assistance could be a personal assistant, okay, that you're communicating with. And you have courage in reverse, and then the bottom of the deck, deception in reverse. Okay, so definitely a situation has come to your awareness. Something that was going on behind the scenes has been brought to light. And I mentioned personal assistance instead of professional assistance. Someone could have been having an affair with their personal assistant, okay? That's for someone out there, okay? And that's come to light. A third party situation has been exposed. Obviously, if you were, you know, this person's spouse or their partner, and you found out that, you know, your partner was having an affair with their personal assistant or someone they worked very closely to, maybe someone underneath them in the company or whatever business this is, I'm really sorry, okay, that happened. Obviously not a very pleasant situation to be in. But yeah, that's what it looks like here. Like there may have been like some kind of infidelity or something that happened, okay, involving the presence of another person that has resulted in some kind of commitment or a marriage coming to an end. So you may actually be looking to file for a divorce here, right, this month. You could actually be reaching out to a lawyer, okay, or to like a divorce attorney and getting some professional advice, support on how to proceed with this divorce, because you feel like this is not someone that you can do life with anymore. You don't see them in the same way. You have some choice words for this person, I feel, okay? So I understand, and I'm sorry if you're going through that. You know, so it looks like you are ready to call it a day because you feel very betrayed, which I understand. You may have thought that these people were just colleagues, right? It does look like colleagues. And in reality, you know, there was more going on behind the scenes. They weren't just colleagues. They were having a whole affair, right? And this third party may have even tried to convince your person to leave you. I don't think this person had decided to do that, but I feel like this third party was trying to convince this person to leave you and to make it seem like this happened after the fact, when in reality, you know... Oh, sorry, 1 second. And I'm back. Sorry about that, Scorpio. I just had another delivery. Hopefully that should be the last one for today. But yeah, so you could be in communication with a lawyer about this whole mess. And yeah, I think the third party did want this person to possibly leave, you know, and make it sort of seem that this is something that formed later on. But no, there was definitely overlap for sure. And you found out about this before anything was decided on this other person's part, right? Your person's side. So I'm sorry if that resonates for you. Okay, so tell me more about this situation. Okay, for Scorpios who may be dealing with a separation or a divorce or some form of infidelity coming to light. Tell me more about this. 10 of Wands. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The Lovers. It's like you felt like there was something going on, but you had no proof. So the whole thing was just weighing you down because you had it in your gut feeling maybe that something was wrong. But it's like now it's all come to light. It's like on one level you're glad you know the truth for sure, but it weighs very heavy on your heart, obviously. Because you thought that this was your person, the Lovers. But this person started a whole another situation. Yeah, 2 of Wands. They pursued another relationship here. That's the thing. It's not just a fling. This is like a whole nother relationship that they started on the side. So I'm really sorry. Yeah. This person knew what they were doing. I don't think this person was planning to choose. I think this person wanted to have both situations, both relationships running side by side. That was never going to work, okay? Yeah, exactly. One involving their work relationship and then one with you. Yeah. This person was definitely deluding themselves into thinking that this was going to fly. I mean, it was never going to work. Eventually, you were always going to find out. And now that you have, yeah, it's a very difficult situation, especially if you are married, if you have joint assets. I mean, it's a whole mess to separate to divorce, right? Divorces can be very messy. So I think that just the stress of that even is weighing very heavy on you, which I can understand. I mean, I've not been divorced myself. I've never been married, but, you know, I can understand how that'd be stressful. I know that divorces can be really long and messy, so I get it, right? But I do feel like there's definitely going to be a better relationship for you, like once this has come to an end and you've had time for yourself, okay, for healing, for building, you know, building yourself back up again in terms of your confidence, right? Because your confidence may have taken a bit of a hit, which is, again, understandable. But I feel like you're going to thrive after coming out of this relationship, this separation or divorce that happens. And you're going to end up crossing paths with someone new who I feel like you're going to just know is like, okay, no, this is, I can see why the last one didn't work. Put it that way, right? Like, it makes sense why it had to fall apart in order for me to meet someone who's truly for me. I don't feel like this person was. Even if things worked for a long period of time, it wasn't working anymore. This person, I don't feel like is meant to be part of your future. Even if they still want to be, right? Even if they're trying to paint a picture that things will be different moving forward, I feel like you know that they're just trying to sell you a pipe dream to stop you from leaving, right? This person may even tell you that they want to work on the relationship, right? But again, with that Seven of Cups to the World card, I'm not convinced that they will actually end this work relationship, even if you were to take them back. You know? I'm not convinced they would be. But they're definitely afraid of you separating from them. They may already know. You may actually tell them that you're filing for a divorce or you're leaving or you want them to leave. And that's like the last thing they want, okay? Because they feel like it's going to be a lot of stress, a lot of hassle, a burden on them. You know, this person's acting like they're like wounded by this situation, but it's like they created the situation. They're upset and they feel hurt and wounded because they didn't expect to get caught, right? Yeah, Page of Cups. Page of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. King of Pentacles, yeah. So they're going to try and convince you that they want to like renew vows. They want to like approach this marriage as if it was like you were getting married for the first time. That they really want to commit to you. They want to do better by you. They know they were being selfish and they want to do things the right way. Yeah, okay. But you're like, it's too late for that. Five of Cups. You shouldn't have got involved with this person to begin with. You know? Like, I don't know what you was expecting. So this person is going to regret this now because their whole life is essentially falling apart. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, the Tower. You're creating a tower. You're like, you've ruined us. You've ruined our marriage. You ruined our relationship. You brought someone else in, and that's what destroyed it, not me walking away. You starting a whole nother relationship on the side with someone you were working with. I'm done. It's over. Well card. There is no coming back from this. And that's the last thing this person ever wanted to hear. But that's the reality. So I really don't know what this person expected, honestly. They put you and themselves in this predicament. So, you know, you're just doing what you feel is right by you at the end of the day. Because I'm telling you, this person didn't expect to get caught. And they were going to just continue having a whole other relationship. It's not like they cheated on you. They feel bad about it and they came to talk to you and try to actually fix it. Maybe even showed you that they can be faithful, right? then I don't know, maybe you would give them a chance, maybe not. Maybe you'd still be like, no, that's a no-go zone, right? Because it's different for everybody. I can't make that assumption, right? But from what I see here, the fact that they are having a whole nother relationship with someone at work where you trust them to be professional, yeah, no, I can see why that would just like be absolutely not, you know. So whew, yeah, because you're not even convinced that this person's going to end it. That's the thing. You have no faith that this person will actually change or will put an end to this. You feel like they'll just carry on, but secretly, you know. So the damage is done. The tower's already happened, right? The moment you found out that this was actually happening. So it's like I can't unsee what I see. I can't not know what I know, right? It's out in the open. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're going through that this month. Is there anything else Scorpio needs to know? Any guidance, any messages of support that can help Scorpios that are going through this? Improving health. Yeah, I feel like the stress was too much. It was too much. So you're going to do a lot better once you come out of this situation. Like, yeah, if you're getting a divorce, that may be stressful in itself. But I think the fact that you know what's going on and you're choosing yourself, you're going to feel a lot better, right? It's not going to be weighing you down, just the what ifs and the unknowns and having this feeling that something's wrong, right? You can focus and prioritize yourself, your own well-being, which is exactly what you're being encouraged to do. Yes, exactly. Thank you. The divine is saying choose yourself, prioritize yourself above anything right now, okay? Because you've been through it in this situation. You were literally carrying the weight of the whole situation on your shoulders, right? So give love to yourself. Make you the priority. Yeah. Because I'm telling you, what did I say? Something much better is out there for you. You're going to receive a love offer like no other, okay? So even though you may feel like it's really heavy right now, it's very difficult, it's very emotionally trying, it's going to change, okay? You are going to get out of this heavy situation. Obviously, you'll separate. Your emotions will change about the situation, right? As you heal, you'll start to see that things will be better, okay? That things are moving in a more positive direction. And you'll cross paths with someone who's actually for you, okay? But in terms of, like, if you choose to stay with this person, yeah, I don't think things will improve. Like I said, there's nothing there that made me feel like they would actually change, right? It's like if you stay with this person, it's highly unlikely it will change. They'll continue or something else will blow up, right? When it comes to this third-party situation. So basically, they're saying make you the priority, okay? So I hope that helps. I'm really sorry if you're dealing with that, Scorpio. But yeah, just make you the priority and trust me, things will definitely get better. Not in this situation, but as you move on with your life, okay? All right. Whew. Okay. Just some cleansing breaths to reset the energy, because that was a bit heavy. Because, you know, it's sad. It is sad, you know. Okay. Now we're going to go over to Sagittarius. I had to think then. Sorry, Saggies. You guys are up next, so we'll see. What is it that Sagittarius needs to know? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and even North Node energy for February 2024 for Sagittarius, please. Okay, we have status quo in reverse. Ooh, that wanted to spin upside down. Okay, so I'll take it like that. Planning and action in reverse. Joyous fun in reverse. Now, at the bottom of the deck, we have deserving. Okay, basically, life is not feeling the best for you right now in the month of February. It's like it's like the energy of something's got to give, okay? I can't keep plodding along, right, with nothing changing here. Something needs to change, but I don't know what it is that I need to do yet. So before you can plan and take action, you need to know what it is that needs to change or what it is that's not working for you, right? So you can start brainstorming, problem solving, right? Because you know that, you deserve to lead a life that is full of joy, happiness, bliss, right? And you're not feeling that right now. You're feeling like there's some kind of discord or disharmony, that things are stuck, stagnant, that something is not improving, that like the joy has been sucked out of life in some shape or form. So you're like, no, something needs to give here. It can't continue like this. Okay? So just having that awareness is good, because that's the start, right? That's the start of being able to change something or identify what needs to change. So tell me more about this for Sagittarius. Tell me more about what could be arising that they feel needs to change in the month of February. Okay, so we have the Hermit, Virgo energy. The King of Cups, Scorpio energy. The Six of Wands. The Nine of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the King of Swords, Aquarius energy. So it's like you're looking within for the answer, right? Which is probably a good thing, actually, to be honest with you. It's like you're looking within yourself, right? To see what is it that's actually making you unhappy. What is it that you feel like, would actually bring that light and life back into your life, back into your existence, into yourself, right? Because you feel like almost like your light has been dimmed, or your shine isn't shining as it was, right? It's like life has become lackluster. So you're looking within yourself to see what the answer is, or what you can do, right? Or what you need to change, or something like that, right? But it may not necessarily be something internal, just because it's affecting you internally. It could be something external, right? Something in your environment. It could even be pertaining to someone that you have a romantic connection with, or someone that you feel some kind of way about emotionally, but you feel like is constantly holding back, or isn't really showing you how they truly feel, especially with like the King of Cups being here and the King of Swords. It's like someone's being too pragmatic. They're being too logical in a situation. So you're trying to figure this person out and why they are being so guarded, right? Why they're not expressing how they really feel, or showing more love in the relationship or the connection, or why this person isn't coming forward to let you know that they want to be with you, but then they may be giving you like sort of some kind of communication that they do. So it's like actions and expression of emotions isn't there, but they're saying it. So that's the problem. It's like their words is not matching up with their actions, and it's actually causing feelings of insecurity when it comes to this connection. So that's what you're feeling like needs to change here. As you look within yourself and how you're feeling, you're realizing you're feeling this way because of the emotional or lack of interaction you have with another, right? So it's like, you want to be with this person, but you don't feel like this person is necessarily showing you that in return. But they tell you that, right? But telling you that and showing you that are two different things. So it's making you uneasy. It's making you uncomfortable, right? You may even feel like this person is playing with you emotionally. Like they could be saying this to other people as well. So you're not sure how sincere their words really are. But it's like you don't see fun in it anymore. It's like it's not fun anymore. And you're deserving of someone who's actually showing you love, showing you some kind of romantic gesture here. You may be a very romantic person, and this person really isn't. So that could be where there's like a clash, okay? Because you want romance. You want someone to be romantic with you. You want someone to be expressive about how they feel. And this person isn't, like, other than just telling you like, oh, I care about you, I do have love for you, or I want to be with you. But that's it, and they don't back that up with anything. So I feel like this just isn't working for you, to be honest. Like it's not making you happy. It's making you second guess everything pretty much about this situation. So I don't know if you've spoken to this person about it yet. I absolutely think you should express how you've been feeling and how, it's not really giving that sense of like assurance that, you're on the same page and this. Hey Sagittarius, so sorry about that. I'd actually finished your reading and I moved on to Capricorn, but yeah, my phone actually stopped recording, which is awesome. So yeah, basically, something has to give, okay? This is the energy. And when I pulled from the the Angel Answers cards. Okay, the cards are still here, which is great, okay? These are the cards that came out. It came out with improving health within the next few weeks. Yes, and a peaceful resolution. So I feel like what the advice was to do good things for yourself, nice things for yourself. Instead of waiting for someone to show you love and do things to make you feel special, do things to make yourself feel special, to remind yourself just how important you really are. And I feel like that's going to help to replenish your energy and replenish your cup, okay? So you feel emotionally fulfilled. You don't have to wait for this person to show up and show you what it is you need to feel appreciated, to be feeling loved and wanted. You can do that for yourself, okay? And I feel like within the next few weeks, it will become abundantly clear whether or not this person is going to pull their finger out and make an effort or not. And you can decide then what to do. But either way, I feel like you'll have your answer and things will work out just fine. It may even inspire this person to, to make more of an effort, okay? So I hope that helps. Right, Capricorn, I had started your reading, okay? But yeah, I'm going to have to go over it again. The card's already here. It's just unfortunate that my phone stopped while I was actually, doing your reading and pulling the cards. But what I got was this, is that you may have been in a relationship with someone for quite some time. There was a lot of reciprocal energy in the beginning, very much full of love, okay? There was romance. There was a desire to be with each other, right? The love was there. However, after some time, right, I feel like it could have been years that's passed, or, it doesn't feel like it's something new, okay? But after some time, it feels more like that you're like strangers living under the same roof. You don't see eye to eye on the same things anymore. It's like you feel like you don't recognize one another anymore, and it's reached a point where you can't communicate how you feel or communicate what's bothering you, what's troubling you, because every time you try and have a conversation, it ends up becoming an argument. So instead of getting into an argument, you just avoid the subject, but it's getting to the point where you're avoiding each other so that you don't have this argument, okay? And I feel like it's reaching a point where you feel like, why are we even doing this anymore? Is it just for the stability, the security, right? Because we live a stable, secure life. We're financially abundant. But our relationship, it's falling apart, You feel like the love is going, right? Like your hearts are turning to stone. Even though you still care for one another, you still have love for each other. I don't feel like you're in love with each other anymore. That's well and truly gone, right? And yes, I know there's different phases and stages to a relationship, but it's like the relationship has turned very sour, okay? Where you feel like being together is doing more harm than good emotionally. All there is at this point is the stability. So there's definitely this energy of emotional deficit, okay? And I feel like for you, right, especially if you're the feminine energy in this relationship, you may be choosing to call it a day. I see you emotionally cutting your losses and giving up on the relationship, even though you don't want to. You feel like it's the hardest thing you've had to do in terms of love, because you really do care for this person. You do have love for them, but you're falling out of love with them, and you feel like this person has fallen out of love with you. And so you feel like it's over, right? It's not working. It's not been working for some time. Yeah. So that's really sad. So I'm sorry if you are going through a breakup, a separation this month, okay? There is a lot of that happening right now, a lot of big shifts happening in people's lives. We mentioned it from December's reading, that over the next couple of months, there was going to be a lot of shakeups in terms of interpersonal relationships. And I feel like that's the case for some of you guys. For those who have been in long-term relationships and now, you know, you have both grown and evolved and changed, but to the point where, you know, you don't feel like you're on the same sort of track anymore. It's like you're evolving apart from one another, right? You don't see things the same way. You don't see eye to eye on anything anymore, you know? So it is like living with a stranger. And I think, you know, your higher self has been trying to tell you that at this point, holding on would be doing more harm than good, you know? Because this isn't just like hitting a road bump. Like, this are two people that are just not on the same page at all anymore. So I'm sorry if you're, you know, experiencing that. I know that can be very difficult, especially in the beginning. But I don't doubt that it will lead to something more aligned in the future. Okay, and who knows, maybe your paths will even cross again in the future, because there is love here. You do still have love for each other. There's care there, but I just don't feel like you're in love with each other. I just don't feel like you even know each other anymore, right? That's the thing. It's like you would have to meet each other all over again. But maybe you're meant to have a period alone. Maybe you're both meant to go and figure out who you are separately. And who knows, maybe if you do a past line again, you know, you can have this relationship, a new relationship. But the one that you've been in is no longer functioning, you know. Yeah. King of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Hierophant. Yeah, so you could literally be asking for a divorce, right? If you are married, because it does feel like a very long-term commitment. You may be telling this person that you want a separation, you want a divorce, because it's just too much at this point. Like, it's more of a burden to try and keep this relationship together, to keep working on it, right? Even though that's what you want. I don't feel like you want to lose this marriage. You do want it, but you just feel like you can't balance things out anymore, right? You can't be the one to constantly try and fix it and meet like a roadblock here, a dead end, because it just results in an argument. But this person knows you're speaking the truth. They understand where you're coming from, right? They know this themselves, that it can't continue as it has been, right? And I feel like they maybe even be willing to put the effort in, but for how long is the question. With the Seven of Swords, it may be just long enough to convince you to stay, and then things go back to how they were. So I don't feel like this would be a long-term solution. And that may be why you're even deciding to walk away, because you've had this conversation already. You've already tried to make this work. You've already tried to do everything you can to keep this marriage going. And you feel like you're the only one that's even holding it up at this point. So you're giving up. That's what it looks like. It's like you're calling it a day. Wow. Okay. So any parting advice for Capricorns who may be going through a divorce or some kind of significant separation? For Capricorns who may be experiencing this? You're ready. Yeah, I feel like that's it. You're like, you know, this is the start of my new life. I can either continue down this path, right, and be miserable and feel like I can't even express myself and how I really feel without it being an argument, or I can let go of my old life and start anew, right? Yeah, something that's more aligned and prioritize, like, you know, my authenticity, living an authentic life, right? Living an aligned life, rather than feeling like I'm having to, you know, keep things to myself to avoid conflict, disputes, you know, because you don't want to feel like you're having to, you know, live a life that isn't fulfilling. And why should you, right? So tell me more. Yes, exactly. So you're definitely ready to call this a day. I feel like you're ready to embark on a new adventure, a new journey here. You're ready to start a new chapter in your life. This is definitely signaling peace, freedom, okay, liberation. So this relationship has become very suffocating. There's only lack, deficit in the relationship. Whilst, yes, you may have financial security with one another, that's all there is, okay? That's all there is that's left, really. And yes, I think you do care about each other's well-being. You don't want each other to be in a bad way or struggle. But I don't feel like this is really a relationship anymore, to be honest with you. And you're ready to start anew. You're ready to explore who you are now, okay? To unlock this rebirth that is awaiting you. And I feel like you're seizing that opportunity. Yeah. So within the next few months, I feel like you're going to have a completely different life. It's going to look very different, to be honest with you. I feel like you yourself are going to look very different. You may even make some significant changes to your appearance that you feel like is reflective of who you are now. You may have even felt like you couldn't make these changes to your appearance, whether it's like changing your hairstyle, changing the way you dress, you know, maybe even like makeup if you're a feminine, right? Changing your makeup style or whatever, right? However you want to show up physically, because you might get into some kind of argument with your person because they want you to look the same or whatever, right? But it's like you're not going to care about that anymore. You're going to show up how you want to show up. You're going to dress how you want to dress, right? You're going to be in the energy you feel like is truly yours. You're going to create a life that signifies who you are now, right? And you're embracing it wholeheartedly. So definitely monumental changes happening to you, within you, and outside of you over the next few months, okay? So it's important that while you're going through a separation, and it is heavy, okay, and there is going to be some mixed emotions, okay, and a lot of sadness in terms of like having to let go of what was built together, you know, and what that represented for you once. It's important to keep a positive mindset for the future.